Some people don't really understand what the Air Force does, other than fly airplanes. By the way, not everyone in the Air Force is a pilot. It's understandable that you think that way though. It can be a little hard to get your head around what the Air Force does when you don't necessarily see us doing it. A lot of our planes don't have much extra room for passengers, and it's pretty hard for you to take a ride in a satellite or a bomb, though this fella tried. So what is the Air Force, you ask? If you imagine the Army as the land force and the Navy and Marines as the sea force, then you might say the Air Force handles pretty much everything else. We're global, as in 100% of the globe is covered with air, and 100% of that air is surrounded by space. Remember the movie The Right Stuff with that guy who broke the sound barrier in an X-1 rocket plane? Well, that's what we do. We break barriers. And we've come a long way since then. Today we have airplanes that can reach a target halfway around the world on really short notice. We control satellites, more than 100 of them, and we have this thing called ISR, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. Think of your cell phone, and a network that connects your cell phone to the people around the world. That's what this ISR business is all about. Only these cell phones are drones, airplanes, and satellites, and this network lets us see things almost anywhere on Earth, which allows us to protect the good guys and see the bad ones. We use some fancy words to describe this. We call it global vigilance, global reach, and global power. What that really means is, we're always watching for the enemy. We can go really far really fast, and if you want to hurt the US and our allies, we can mess up your day, no matter where you are, even underground. We do a lot of stuff with the Army, Navy, and Marines. That's called joint warfare, and the Air Force is a big part of it. We take them to the front lines and fight together, from the battlefield airmen on the ground to the air crews above. If America goes to war, you don't want your soldiers, sailors, and Marines attacked from the sky. It's our job to make sure that doesn't happen. Nobody has killed US ground troops from the air since 1953, and we plan to keep it that way. We also manage a whole bunch of nuclear missiles in underground silos, and we've got bombers that can deliver nuclear weapons from the air. We make up 2/3 of this thing called the nuclear triad, which has helped keep peace in many parts of the world for a long time. So we do a lot of stuff that you can't see, from silos to satellites to F-22s, and many places in between. We're America's Air Force. Aim high.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Robinson with your local Air Force recruiting office. I'm here today to offer you a possible way of attaining your goals. Those goals can be anything from moving out of the house, to getting your college degree, to paying for college, to supporting your family, to supporting yourself, or just starting yourself a career. That's the Air Force. The Air Force can be that stepping stone to get you to where you want to be at. The way we can do this is because we're the only branch of the military that is an accredited college. What that means is that each job in the Air Force comes with an associate's degree that makes you marketable on the outside as well as on the inside. These associate's degrees are given by regionally accredited colleges. They show an understanding of the military side as well as the civilian sector as well. On top of that, we have educational benefits such as the GI Bill. The GI Bill can help you pay for your tuition and living expenses inside or outside of the Air Force. We also have free as well as discounted classes and certifications. We have the ability to test out of classes altogether. Maybe you're not the type of person that likes to sit in a classroom. Maybe you're not the type of person that has to study when someone tells you to study. Go at your own pace, and when you're ready, take a test and test out of the class altogether without spending a single dime or a single day in a classroom. Yeah, I said that. That's free. You can test out of classes for free. You can complete entire degrees without ever stepping into a classroom. And like I said, those degrees are regionally backed up by an accredited college. These benefits help you build a foundation for the rest of your life. It allows you to have the things that you want to have, to provide for your family, to provide for yourself. It lets you live the life that you want to live. Enlisting in the Air Force gives you instant access to a career path, something that you can work for 2 years, 3 years, or for 20 years. It also gives you access to free housing. It gives you access to free food. It gives you access to free electricity and makes you completely self-sufficient. You also get free medical for you and your family, as well as a free dental, as well as specialty care for yourself. So it takes care of everything. This is great when you're first moving out, when you're just graduating high school and not really sure what you want to do. You have a direction, but you don't quite know how to get there. That's where the Air Force can help. Now, the Air Force is a very, very amazing thing to do. However, there are some easy ways to get disqualified. Tattoos are going to be your big one. Tattoos in the wrist area as well as on or above the collarbone can be instantly disqualifying. So please think twice before doing that. We don't have an absolute policy against tattoos, but you should always consult a recruiter before getting fresh tattoos. Also, drug use. Some drugs can permanently disqualify you from the Air Force. So once again, please check with a recruiter prior to doing any drugs. Right now, you're at the beginning of the rest of your lives. Use the Air Force as a stepping stone to the rest of your future. If you wish for more information, you can contact me at 760-403-0529, or you can email me at allan.robinson@us.af.mil. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to working with you.